I'll say this right now. If the MVP race was solely based upon stats, numbers, nothing else, not your team record, not the eye test, none of that. It's only based upon stats. Your MVP would be Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow would be your MVP. His team sucks, but he's good, and I'll show you. Joe Burrow has 42 touchdowns in the year, 4,641 yards, and 8 interceptions. If it's just stats alone, Joe Burrow is your MVP, but it isn't. There's other things that go into it. So everybody coming up with their own criteria, there's other things that go into it. Keep that in mind. Since it's not just stats alone, last year, Lamar Jackson won the MVP because he has less than spectacular stats last year, but his team had a great record. So Lamar Jackson won the MVP. Keep that in mind. People, keep that in mind. Stop causing chaos. I'll show you Lamar Jackson's numbers for the season. They're impressive, but if it's just stats alone, Joe Burrow's your MVP, not Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has almost 4,000 yards, 3,955 yards, 4 TDs, and 4 interceptions. Excuse me, not 4 TDs. He has 39 TDs and 4 interceptions. So keep that in mind when you're going crazy about, oh, Lamar. Last year, Lamar Jackson's stats were not this good, and he won the MVP. So it is not just stats alone. It's team record. There's other criteria that are involved. So keep that in mind when you're clamoring for Lamar Jackson. This is the next guy, Josh Allen. He has all the tools, all the attributes. He looks great when he plays, and when he's on, he's on. He beat up on the 2 most spectacular teams this season. He beat up on the Chiefs. He beat up on the Lions when they were rolling. So if that's a criteria for the MVP award, he probably should get it as well. But let me show you his stats. Josh Allen has 3,731 yards, 28 TDs, and 6 interceptions on the season. But he also has 11 rushing TDs. So the guy's a monster if it's just stats alone. But like I said again, Josh Allen would not be the MVP if it's only stats alone, because Joe Burrow's got both Lamar and Josh Allen beat by stats alone. He has 40-plus touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and 4,000-plus yards. So people, please get off of it. The MVP race is not just by stats. There's a bunch of other criteria that go into it. All right? Keep that in mind. For more content like this, like, follow, and share.